Here, Carol, we have flat-out, uncontroverted facts that Freddie Gray was physically perfectly fine before he was detained without any probable cause, and 40 minutes later, he had a severed spine and a crushed voice box, and he was only at the hands of police custody. So we already have a lot of questions answered, and it should not take long to indict some or all of these police officers.
This autopsy report could be delivered to the state's attorney as early as tomorrow. What would you want to learn from that report?
Well, I'll tell you what's going to be in that report, George. You're going to find 3 vertebrae in the back of Freddie Gray severed. And what that tells me, and I've been in the trenches, by the way, George, for the last 10 years dealing with these cases out here in Southern California. And what that autopsy report's going to tell you is that Freddie Gray could not have sustained 3 severed vertebrae without blunt force trauma, and it's got to be consistent trauma pressed on his back. So let's get rid of this mythical, magical Houdini act that the police department released today, suggesting that Freddie Gray somehow intentionally harmed himself of getting out of their contracts. And then what are we left with? The city of Los Angeles won't even have a team left here unless he's removed as the owner.
Well, you know, they've got the Lakers, right? So,
well, like I
your
said,
estimation,
we won't have a team. We won't have a team in Los Angeles.
As a Clippers fan,
Brian, you're a season ticket holder. You're an attorney. What's going to happen? What are you hearing?
Well, Don, I will tell you, first of all, I'm not buying into the fact that he's got dementia. There has been a pattern and practice out here in Los Angeles. A lot of folks know about it. Mr. Sterling has been sued previously for having not rented apartment buildings. He owns a lot of apartment buildings. He's been sued for not renting to blacks and Hispanics. He said openly he doesn't like blacks and Hispanics. So this is bigger than the LA Clippers. This is about human decency and human dignity.
Though he cannot recall anything about the crash. If he is sued and his memory does not come back, would he be able to use a lack of recollection as a defense in court?
Remember, you've got a civil aspect of this and then a potential criminal prosecution for manslaughter. The fact that he can't remember what happened would be devastating to the prosecution trying to charge him with manslaughter. And then you've got the issue of the positive track control. I mean, I don't think they can prosecute this engineer.
The airline believed that he was indeed fit to fly. They say they had no knowledge of those medical notes that were found in his apartment torn up, saying that he was unfit to fly. Do you think that Lufthansa faces liability here?
Yeah, Poppy, look, this is ridiculous. I'm pretty outraged by this. If you want to run an airline and you want to hire a pilot that is going to put 150 lives in his or her hands, then you as the airline better hire somebody to assess these pilots. And I'll tell you what the real story is here. Airlines worldwide don't really want to know what the truth is about their pilots, because if they do find out, that will put them on notice.